So folks, Fat Steve's done a little bit in Piccadilly Gardens and around, and then he's been back to the hotel and he's had a nice sleep. He's refreshed. It's about 7:30 now and I'm back in that nice restaurant where I was a few months ago at the Ibis Styles Hotel. Got a couple of people I'm just trying to avoid and show you this telly. Look at that folks, amazing. So as I said, this is where I was here a few months ago and did a review of a meal, and I'm here again and I'm going to eat the same again because it was that nice. Hi everybody, it's Fat Steve.
Hello, it's Fat Sandra, but I'm not fat.
And together we're Spices Media. As I commented, it was one of the best meals I've ever had. So I'm trying not to catch any people as I come round here. I'll show you over this side because these people have gone now. I think I saw us in that corner last time and they were setting up food here. I thought they were doing a Chinese buffet, but it turned out it was breakfast they were setting up. So I'm going to leave you there with a wide shot and I'll be back in a minute folks. So folks, the food's here. We've got a special guest. He's got some cheesecake and ice cream and a nice burger and chips folks and a nice J2O. But where is she? Oh, she's not here. Bail conditions. And look folks, Fat Steve's got his favourite again. He's got them jumbo prawns. Oh, they look nice. And a huge piece of ribeye with chips and salad. He's got his salt, he's got his double whiskey and coke. And I'm going to tuck in now. Now these are a main course and a starter and a main course, or a starter and a sweet for £20. So this has cost £40 without drinks for me and my imaginary friend. So I'll be with you in a minute. Behold paradise. Now Fat Steve's going to start off with his salt like he does and get a bit of salt on this lovely piece of tenderised, absolutely gorgeous ribeye that I had last time. A bit on the prawns and the salad, and let's just cut you a bit of this ribeye. Just oh, the blood's coming out. The blood's coming out a treat now, and that's looking good, folks. This is looking good. So we're going to get that and show you the bloody side. So that's medium rare ribeye, just like Fat Steve likes, and he's got his glasses on, so they're going to have to come straight off. And here we go. That is beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous, folks. Now, last time these prawns had a bit of sauce, but it's a bit different this time by the look of it. Let's try some of this salad. In fact, I'll get this salad in the blood. Because that's the sort of thing that Fat Steve would do, innit? So this is in the hotel in Manchester, a restaurant called Smile. I think it's Portland Street. I'm not staying here because I got a room in another one for 100 quid for 2 nights with air conditioning. Which we need badly in this weather. Let's get rid of that salt. That OCD is terrible, isn't it? Everything has to be exactly where it should be. But, as I always say, that's the way of the world. So we've got a bit of music playing in the background, which would demonetize me, but I don't monetize. Now this is probably the first time you've seen Fat Steve eat when he's not pissed, because it's only just gone 7. And I don't drink till 7. Now you do see me drink before 7 in videos. That's called acting. You can't act to be that pissed. I might cheat a little bit. So let's get all these fucking chips on here. So this is very, very famous. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Now, you have to think about this carefully. 2025 years ago, I was doing a sermon on the Mount, and everybody got a bit peckish, you know, like you do. Now, they didn't have jumbo prawns back then. And everybody was really hungry and they were kicking off. And they started throwing things at me and shouting. And I thought, I'm just going to eat this first. I thought, what am I going to do here? Because all these people are going fucking nuts and they want something to eat. And I'm going to have to do something quick. So I had this idea. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be construed as blasphemous. So I got 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And I served it to all these people. There were thousands of them. Thousands. And you know, everybody ate their fill. It went on for a couple of hours, and when it was finished and everybody had eaten what they wanted, they went round and collected what were left, and there were all this. Oh, all this fish and bread were left. That's amazing. Amazing. And there was a bloke there hopping round, well, half his foot missing, sat begging on the tap. And he's going, help me sir, I'm a cripple, help me please, I'm a cripple. And you know, I just went over and I put my hand on him. And I went, get up and take thy bed and walk. And he sprung up. More salt, vicar. That's pepper. He sprung up, started running round. He's going, I'm cured. I'm cured. And it's a miracle. And I said, there you go, man. Great, you're cured. He said, wait a minute. You bankrupt me. I said, what? What's the problem? I said, you're a cripple and now you got up and you can walk. He says, yeah, but. He said, I'm going to lose my fucking pip now. So you try and do somebody a good favour and it just blows back on you. You can't help. Where's my fucking prawns? So there's a few more people coming in now. So after they're all eaten, they then have the problem of where they're going to stay. So I got onto booking.com and I'm ringing round and I got onto Premier Inn, got onto Holiday Inn, got onto Travel Lodge, and everywhere were full. Everywhere were full. It was worse than the night I was born. And I ended up in that stable. It was worse than that. And we've got these 5,000 people and we know where to stay. And do you know what it were? It was Peter Kay was doing a concert. And there was some other band on. And just the whole of Jerusalem was full of people. Everything was booked up. It was terrible. So I weren't sleeping on the sand in the hot desert. So I decided to get the train home, spend the night at home, nice air-conditioned room. Nice sheets covered in things that I left on there weeks ago, like you do when you're a man. And I came back, and most of them were gone. There were still a few people around. But most of them had done something, which just goes to show that in life when you've got problems, whether it's drink, drugs, or whatever problems and issues, nobody can sort them out for you. You have to sort them out yourself. Except in one case, I was out last week and the boys were out fishing and they'd been out for hours and hours and hours. So I thought I'll go and see how they are. Tide were going out. So I headed over to the boat. Lovely, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I headed over to the boat and I climbed on. And Peter were there and Simon and John and all my mates. Because we were going down to the pub after, for a bit of a piss up, you know. And Peter said, Fat Steve, what have you done? You've just walked across the water. It's a fucking miracle. And they're all stood there, gobsmacked, with the mouth open, but I can't open my mouth, it's full of chips. How did you do that? It's a miracle. So the tide had nearly gone out. And I was on a sandbank and there were like 2 inches of water. I went, oh. Well, that's ruined the story a bit, hasn't it? So I said, anyway, have you gone on? I said, oh, we've had a crap day. We've had these nets out for hours now, and every time we pull them in, there's just no fish, no good. Terrible day fishing. So I had a look, like you would. I said, I've no napkins again. Last time I were here, oh yeah, here's one. So, last time I were here I had no napkin, but I found it. And I've just done the same again. So, Fat Steve can't eat without a napkin. So anyway, I said, how long have you been fishing there? They said, about 2 hours. I said, right, I've had an idea. Get the nets in, get them in. So, half an hour. Nets are back in. They weren't full of prawns like they wanted. So I said, listen, throw them over the other side, throw them over the starboard side, because they'd been fishing on the port. So we threw them over on the starboard side, and 10 minutes, and the boat's rocking and everything, and they start pulling them in, and there's thousands and thousands of little prawns that they caught. Mediterranean prawns. Still wriggling. This one, I'm going to have to eat this one. I don't know if it was Simon or John or Peter, I can't remember. He looked at me, they were all studying all. And he said, Fat Steve, it's another miracle. It's a miracle. How did you do that? How did you know? I said, it's easy. I had a Garmin fish finder. Let's get my glasses on, look where I am. I'm 16 minutes in, folks. I'm trying to get to 20 minutes like I like. I like them 20-minute videos. They're nice. And they get better views. So let's have a little bit more of this absolutely gorgeous ribeye. Look at that, folks. I was wittering on the other day about inventions from Star Trek, even as far back as 2001 Space Odyssey. Wrong music. Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger? Boom, 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 boom. It's cracked, folks. It's cracked. It's not quite all gone, but when it has gone, it'll be alright. Because my imaginary friend here has not eaten any chips. That's what I'm when you have imaginary friends. They don't have chips. They don't eat the chips. What's this now for a bit of magic trick? Oh, okay. That'll go right. You can't eat all them, Fat Steve. Who can't? That is succulent and gorgeous, folks. So, I'm going to save this piece of ribeye now. I'm going to show you the blood coming out of it just to upset the senses. And I'm going to save that. And I'm going to tuck into these chips. And I'm going to leave you there because you really don't want to save suffering from chips. Yeah. I've got a cheesecake and a sorbet to eat yet. These have gone a bit cold and they're a bit chewy. Surely you didn't eat all that, Fat Steve. Oh, look at this sorbet. This looks it looks a bit tarty. It probably is a bit tarty. I'm still chewing this steak. It's not quite as bad as that lemon that Sandra had. And here we've got this cheesecake, if I can find it. Shovel it on, folks. And the camera's not spinning. Da, 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. Bye, everybody. So for now, everybody, it's Fat Steve in the Ibis Styles in the Smile restaurant, Smile Jamboree Food and Bar. Just had some jumbo prawns and a ribeye steak, which we can't leave that, can we? I nearly pulled my non-existent teeth out. So for now, folks, catch you all later. Hope you like the little stories, and they're all true, by the way. I wouldn't lie. Might not have been true about it being me, but for now, it's Fat Steve, Spices Media. See you all later, folks. Hi everybody, it's Fat Steve.
Hello, it's Fat Sandra, but I'm not fat.
And together, we're Spices Media. So bye everybody, Fat Sandra and Fat Steve, Spice Media.